Hi everyone! Today I'm going to do a great eyeshadow tutorial using my Kat Von D Shade Light eye palette. I absolutely love it. All of my clients know I use it on almost everybody. It's amazing. I love the packaging too. On my face, I used my Makeup Forever HD foundation in 120. I used a little bit of the Shade Light contour palette. I used this middle one right underneath my cheekbone. And then for a little bit of a highlight, I used my Mary Luminizer by The Balm. And I used that just right here. And I also used it under my brow and a little bit of a highlight on the lid. All of the colors in this palette are matte, so they're great for those of you who don't like any shimmer. So for any age really, and for any skin tone. That's why she has 3 different intensities. And she has warm, cool, and a neutral, just like with her regular contour palette. Before I've tried like some of her with the crazy colored palettes, and I didn't know if I liked the pigmentation or not. But this palette totally blew my mind. The pigmentation is wonderful. Everything blends beautifully with themselves as well as with other eyeshadows. So let's get started. I used my NARS eyeshadow base, like always. I did a nice tight line with the NARS Larger Than Life Long Wear Eyeliner in black. I did my brows with my Dior Brow Styler in the Universal Brown. I did a little bit of setting powder with my Iva Bella product, and that's just to try to keep the shadow from sticking. It does fall a little bit, but really I don't have any problem with that. If that really bugs you, then, you know, just use a little bit at a time. But otherwise, you're good. Alright, so I'm going to get started now. I'm doing a little bit of this color all over, from lash line all the way up to the brow. Next, I'm going to do this one over here, right on my lid. Next, I'm going to do this color, not on the whole lid, just more on the outer corner area. It's really not a crazy difference in color. Next, I'm going to use this great neutral taupe. I love just using it to just start defining that crease and blending it up that brow bone. It's a great kind of just starter spot for your crease colors. And it helps if you use any other darker colors, they just blend seamlessly into each other. And then I'm using a blending brush just to get those edges nicely defined. Going back to my first shade brush. Next I'm going to take this shorter eyeshadow brush and I'm going to go over here to this dark brown and I'm going to put that in my crease. And then along my lash line right here. So that little check mark slash V area. Then I'm going to go through with my blending brush and just blend it in. So really having a palette like this, you can stick to just the either warm or cool or neutral shade guidelines, or you can mix them. You can't go wrong with this palette. It's for every skin tone. It's really something easy to use. I love this brick red, kind of clay red color here. And I use that right in my crease and I blend it up. This color is great for blue eyes or green eyes. It's going to make them pop, because it has a little bit of an orange tone in it for people with blue eyes, and then it has a little bit of that red tone for people with green eyes. So with orange and blue, those are complementary, and red and green are both complementary colors. So I'm going to go back with that light shadow brush. This is where I'm going to go in with that Mary Luminizer and get right under my brow. I like a little shimmer in my shadow, so especially under the brow area. And then right on that lid. So we have the shadow down. Next, I'm going to use my ink line, and that is the ink liner from Kat Von D, and it's in Trooper. So I'm going to do not a super crazy line, just a nice cute little wing to complement this look. I love her ink liner because it has a really fine point. So if you find you have trouble getting that crisp line at the end, try this one. Okay. And you know I always do this. I always have to go back and even them out. Okay. So as you can see, a little bit of shadow has transferred underneath, which I'm totally fine with. I like that, but I'm going to clean up a little bit of shadow that's fallen here. As you guys can see, I have a very different lipstick color on than I normally wear. This was one I kind of bought on a whim. It's one of Kat Von D's liquid lipsticks. They are so long wear. So you have to be very, very, very careful when you put them on. When I put them on myself, I don't want to put it on in the car. You have to do it when you're standing still. So I put a little bit on my hand and then I put it on with a lip brush, at least around the edges. You can even start with a lip liner. It does lessen the effectiveness of the long wearability of it, but it's still going to be great. But if you just put it on straight up dry lips, this lipstick is going to last me all night into maybe even tomorrow morning. So this color is Echo. I saw it and I just thought it'd be so cool to have it. I have so many pinks and reds, which of course I got some of her reds. But I just wanted something different to use, you know, when I'm feeling a little edgier. You know, going out, maybe dancing or out for drinks. It's just fun to pop on, even with just some mascara and just some liner. It's a great, great look. And then a slight contour. I don't usually try to wear it with a lot of blush or anything like that. That's why it's great with her Shade Light palettes, because you have one whole look with 3 products. So easy. I'm using my Bobbi Brown concealer palette just to clean up under this eye area. Make sure these guys are even. A little bit of the highlight. And then mascara. Of course, I have my Dior Show Maximizer. This is your first time watching. I love the Dior mascara and lash products. They really are fantastic. And you're going to notice a difference in your lashes. You really want to coat that mascara on, especially since you have a nice black line going on. And I'm even doing my bottom lashes. Okay. make sure nothing transferred underneath. And if anything did. I'm using a little bit of lotion with a Q-tip instead of an eye makeup remover. My skin has been very dry, so I'm trying to use the gentlest products possible on my skin. Alright. Well, I hope you guys like this look. If you don't like the lipstick, just look at the eyes right now. And you can pair any lipstick you want with it. It's a very neutral palette, so you can go with red, you could go with orange, you could go with pink, go with a nude, whatever floats your boat. Alright, well I hope you guys stay warm, be safe, and all that snow we're supposed to get over here on the East Coast. And enjoy and be beautiful.